So a grand jury decision in the death of Eric Garner drawing sharp reaction on both sides. Protesters stunned by the news. Supporters of the officer praising the decision, saying the officer used a takedown procedure that is taught at the police academy. Dietl, a former New York City police detective and Fox News contributor, joins us now with his take on this. So a lot of questions about excessive force, what's legal, what's not legal, and the video is very disturbing to everybody who sees it. Everybody.
Well, first off, I want to give my deepest sympathy to Eric Garner, his family. No one wants to see someone die. And the circumstances around this, again, the grand jury came back with a right verdict. There was no intention to kill Eric Garner. There was a lot of extenuating such circumstances, like his acute asthma, his heart condition, and all that. Now, if you watch the video there, I've used that technique, and a lot of other cops and detectives have used that technique to bring big guys down. You get them around the neck and you bring them down. You know, you keep using this name chokehold. Chokehold means you put it on the carotid artery and you just keep squeezing until you knock them out. This was a bring down hold as far as I'm concerned.
Bratton called it a chokehold.
Well, I don't care what Bratton says. I've walked the walk. I don't know how many guys Bratton has locked up. I've locked up a dozen guys. I had to come on the force when you had to be 5'8". And if you looked at the video, those cops down there, some of them look like they were 5 foot tall, and they're taking on this big man, and they're trying to get him down. He looks like a big, massive guy that could give you a lot of problems. So they wanted to get him to the ground, get him handcuffed so no one else would get injured. No intention was there by those officers to kill this man. And for them to use this as a racist thing, if that was a 6'5" white guy, big fat white guy, it would have went down the same way. This racial aspect of this is disturbing to me because all it is dividing our city. New York City is black, white, Hispanic, everything. And for us to be divided like this really hurts me because we've come so far from the 1960s when I was a cop to now, and I think that this is wrong. We're dividing. We should be getting together. Something happened terribly. It was a terrible accident, and that grand jury came back with a good verdict, and I stand by it.
But what's wrong with going through the process? I think that's what a lot of people look at this video and say, and I'm playing the other side of this to shed light on it, but they say, look, did they need to go as far as they did to put handcuffs on him? He was unarmed. They were talking to him about selling loose cigarettes. Right, it's not like he was holding up a place at gunpoint.
We all know that the circumstances around the arrest, loose cigarettes to me means nothing. I used to work as a homicide guy, robberies and all that. I was one of the original decoys, mugged 500 times, fight with guys on the street. My problem is this technique, I've used dozens of times. Guys didn't die from it. And cops out there are using this all the time. People don't die normally from this kind of a takedown. And people have to realize that cop didn't go there and say, well, I'm going to choke him to death and kill him.
No,
his intentions
his life is
his intentions
were
to arrest him, put handcuffs, end the story. It was a baloney. We call it a baloney arrest because selling loose cigarettes. But they were there on complaint from the store owners that complained. They have rights too. Please get this guy away. He keeps selling it. He's breaking the law. The cops went and did their job. It was not a racial component. And when the Al Sharpton start jumping up and down, and the Louis Farrakhan's and the Jesse Jacksons, all they work for is divide this country. We should be together, and this mayor should bring everyone together. The police department are great people out there. They're trying to do their jobs. I talked to a lot of them last night on the streets here. Now they don't want to get involved. They feel like they got no support. I love the police department. I've been retired 30 years, and these kids go out there to do a job. They want to protect the citizens, black, white, and indifferent. And what they should be demonstrating about is the black-on-black crime. Chicago, July 4th weekend, 12 people killed, 86 people shot. Why aren't they jumping ugly with the black-on-black crime that's killing our kids? Milwaukee, a little 5-year-old girl sitting on her father's lap gets shot in the head by a black gang member. Why aren't we demonstrating about that? Leave these cops alone. They're trying to do their job. It's bad enough they took stop and frisk away. Now you got to sign an application to toss somebody. It's getting ridiculous.
Gotta go. More in a moment. We'll be right back.